Evolution is usually slow and boring, right? Lions get claws, sharks get teeth, and snails are supposed to be harmless, slow, and kinda cute. But nature sometimes wakes up and says, let's do something insane. And that's how we got the geography cone snail, a creature that looks like a decorative seashell but is actually one of the most dangerous animals in the ocean. If you ever see one on a beach and think, wow, that shell looks nice, congratulations. You're already making a terrible life decision. Because this snail is not a snail. It's a biological nightmare wearing a pretty disguise. At first glance, the cone snail looks peaceful. No claws, no teeth, no speed, just vibes. Tourists even pick them up thinking they're lucky shells. But what you're holding is basically a living weapon that has been upgraded by millions of years of evolution. This snail doesn't chase prey. It doesn't bite. It doesn't struggle. It waits, calculates, and then deletes. Here's where things get wild. Inside this snail is something that has no business being inside a snail. A harpoon. Yes, an actual harpoon. The cone snail has a modified tooth called a radular tooth, and it works like a disposable venom-filled dart. When a fish swims by, the snail extends a long tube called a proboscis, aims like a sniper, and fires this harpoon using pure hydraulic pressure. No warning, no sound, just instant impact. The fish doesn't even understand what happened. 1 second it's swimming, the next second it's done. But the harpoon is just step one. The real horror is the venom. Most predators use venom to cause pain or paralysis. The cone snail said, nah, that's boring, and created a chemical cocktail so advanced that scientists are still trying to understand it. Some species of cone snails release a massive dose of specialized insulin directly into the prey. And no, this is not the helpful kind of insulin. This insulin crashes the fish's blood sugar so fast that it goes into hypoglycemic shock. The fish doesn't panic. It doesn't fight back. It just relaxes. Imagine being so good at hunting that your prey feels calm right before it dies. That's not hunting. That's psychological warfare. Now here's the part that earned this snail its terrifying nickname, the cigarette snail. There's a saying that if a human gets stung by a cone snail, they have just enough time to smoke one last cigarette before they die. Is it dramatic? Yes. Is it scary? Absolutely. And here's why. There is no anti-venom. None. Zero. The venom is made of hundreds of different toxins called conotoxins, and each one targets a different part of your nervous system. One stops muscle movement. Another blocks pain so you don't even realize what's happening. Another shuts down your diaphragm. You're conscious, but you can't move, and you can't breathe. Doctors can only put you on life support and hope your body survives long enough to flush the toxins out. So what did we learn today? Nature does not care that something looks cute. It does not care about your beach photos or your shell collection. That beautiful little snail is proof that the most dangerous things in the world don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they look harmless, sometimes they look beautiful, and sometimes they look like a snail. So next time you're walking on a beach and you see a pretty shell, do yourself a favor. Don't touch it. Stay curious. Stay alive. And most importantly, stay away.